And we're back. Sorry, we didn't have enough batteries. Then we're back now. Okay, we're back now. Before we continue with the content, I have to call my father. Okay. Uh, universe. No. Uh-huh. There you go. No. Okay. So. What exactly did we upload? And we're back to some nature corn. Darling, it's your boy Ink. Welcome back to our show. Getting well for having a wonderful day on this very early 18th September 2025. One apart. So what happened is this phone over here didn't have enough batteries. So yeah, we're back, baby. We are back, my friends, and we're back with some The Good Place. I'll be honest, it's been a while. It's been 20 minutes, so I'm not sure exactly where we were, but I'm pretty sure I know where we were. Eleanor offers Jason, which is Janu. I don't know if you guys want me to call him Janu or Jason, because he is Janu for 2 episodes, and then he becomes Jason for the rest of the show. She offered him to take courses. Now this is really cool because he's offering the course to Eleanor. So Jason is have more work than he already has on his plate. And this is a cool thing too. Now with the last episode, Shinny now has a reason as to why. He wants to prove that his views on morals are justified by saving 2 hopeless souls rather than being seen as the failure. I don't think he sees himself as a failure. However, I think that he needs reassurance because they feel like the character. We have the restaurant, which is super cool because this is really cool. Tahani sees that Jason isn't invited, and she's like, "Yo, oh, what the heck?" Okay, I'm recording. Tahani's like, "What the heck? My boyfriend isn't invited." That's kind of fucked up. So she's trying to get her boyfriend invited because she wants to be a socialite, right? This is super cool. She is pissed off at Eleanor because we think that she broke Jason. So with Jason, what she says to Eleanor, she said to Skeeta Jazz, just be yourself. Be yourself. Which means that Jenna will now talk and now will do EDM music, which is kind of cool. Oh, the phone is too hot. The phone is too hot. Well, it is to be expected. It's much warmer outside. Plus, we got oh yeah, this is not the optimal hours to make videos because the sun is really inside the apartment or the balcony. So, Tahani, she sees that Jason is talking and she's super happy. However, this is kind of cool also because I feel like Tahani fell in love with the idea of Janu being like a pious monk and shit like that. I don't think she'll be loving Jason, but hey, what do I know, right? And again, this is a system of soulmate. When you learned that Eleanor wasn't who she pretended like she was, he wasn't pleased. So it could be the same thing for Tahani. This is really hard to see. Okay, so now they're planning to do a KK wall. Eleanor can keep the secret, Jason can. So literally, and it's kind of cool because who motivates Jason to go to the course of Shitty is Eleanor, and it's nice because she see the value in the teaching of Shitty, but it's also super cool because she's like, you know what, we have a really good chance of at least pretending like we belong here, and if we can pretend like we belong here, then maybe along the line we'll be here, right? The goal is still to be in a good place because, and there's this cool scene that I didn't talk about, but I should have talked about. They asked Janet, "Hey Janet, what does hell sounds like right now?" And Janet make them hear screams of pain, like, "Oh my God, this has two heads. This dog has two heads." So they don't want to go there. At the end, Jason ends up being part of the program. So Chef Patricia, which is again the restaurant that this is so fucking cool. This is so fucking cool because the restaurant owner, she's like, okay, well, guess what? I made a restaurant and this neighborhood needed a restaurant. I'm literally a chef. So then we learn everybody and how they have. This is kind of nonsensical, but this is kind of cool. They ask everybody, what's this plate it remind you of? What does this plate means for you? And then they ask Johnny, and then they know that Johnny took a vow of silence, but no. So then he talked about a place where you can get wings for free if you show your kids, which is very non-monkey. When I say monkey, I meant monk-ish, but it sounded monkey like the animals, and I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. So yeah, so she pretends. Then Eleanor, to see the situation, what she does is she go in and she destroy the cake. The cake is Patricia hardest work. She put her soul into it, and then she tells her, "Don't do it. This is something very bad." So because she does it, there is a sinkhole that happens. The sinkhole being once again the glitch. However, this glitch is even better. Why? I can't really see. Okay, I can't really see. And seeing is a huge part of us remembering. Nice. So we had a single. Now, Michael goes to Tahani and said, listen, some soulmate takes months to connect, so it's not a big deal. And this is super nice because you learn that her problem is she feels lonely. She feels lonely. She gets a backstory. Next episode is a backstory. It's actually quite insightful about the character she is. So Jason comes in and he's like, you know what? This is super cool. He comes in and he's like, I want to learn about ethic. You say ethnics, which is not the right word, but he wants to learn, which is kind of cool. Now, she calls him nerd. You heard her call him nerd. The thing what she does is she said that Chidi is the greatest teacher, but then she's insulting him also. So it's kind of funny because it's kind of like a backhanded compliment, which is kind of funny. That's pretty much it. Episode 5. Alert catastrophe, apocalyptic catastrophe, level 2055. We got our thing stuck, the charger stuck in there. This is really bad. So there you go. Episode start, we go back to the yogurt place, and this is a really cool moment. I gotta say, the good place doesn't have cold open. I gotta say, I am not that about not having cold open. So what happened is they go to the yogurt place, which is the meetup spot, and there's a lot of new flavor. So what she says is that, and this is kind of important because it is so meaningless, but it's so meaningful at the same time. There's so many new flavor because Michael feels bad that the neighborhood goes to shit. So Eleanor, because there's so many new flavor, goes in, and she's like, guess what? I don't know how to choose. So she allows somebody to go before her. And she said, okay, well, this was a really nice thing to do. Now, the reality is she doesn't realize it. It's just natural to her. This is the important part. It comes naturally to her versus an effort. And she goes in and she's like, the guy says, thank you, Eleanor. That was nice. So she runs to Shinny and said, listen, your course are working. I did that. And he's like, okay, well, what's the yogurt? Because you promised us yogurt. And she's like, I don't want to do it. It's far, man. I'm tired. Do it yourself. Which is not a good thing, but it's true. Giving your place to somebody else is super nice. It's super, super nice. This is very, very nice. This is very, very nice. She goes in and she's like, hi, good person. Now we got a course. And again, shitty courses are kind of important because they teach you a lot. We're watching something that is kind of important. The thing that's kind of important is, and in order you see a nice evolution. You see the course trying to understand. Now what they're doing is equivalence, a lot of equivalence. So, for example, if I do something bad in the world, and if I do something good, it's gonna level up. Now, it's gonna be leveled. But this is actually true because in the system of Michael, everything that you do has +1 point if it's a nice thing, -1 point if it's a bad thing. So technically speaking, the equivalence is a system that is rightful. You don't get more points for doing something very bad. You don't get +points for getting, well, actually, yeah, you get more points for doing something very good. There's a lot of equivalence. And then Chili's like, no, this is not a good idea because you cannot justify doing a bad action by doing a good action. A bad action is a bad action. And a good action should be put into repairing a bad action, which is brilliant because it is true. If you're doing something good, for example, I said this example before. There's this guy, right? I'm watching TikTok battles. There's this guy who is an asshole. He does drugs, he drinks a lot, right? And he's not like in Quebec. I'm from Quebec, by the way. French Canadian. He's not light. But the reality is, he gets a lot of hate, which push him to drink. So is it forgivable? Not really, because he's still fucking up. Now, the cool thing with him is, when you look at his story in the beginning, he was a homeless person that went on TikTok and received a lot of gifts. And thanks to TikTok, he was able to get out of the streets, which is kind of freaking noise. Kind of freaking noise when you think about it. And then there was a homeless person that came. The good place asked so many questions, and they got so many stories about this. The homeless person says, "Hey, I'm hungry." Drop the can, we caught it, and he said, "I understand how you feel." To give him money, for the good action, which pushed the other person because they're doing a battle, right? So there's two people battling for gift. And it pushed the other person to say, you know what, I'm gonna give money to the homeless people, and he wanted to look good. But the only reason he did that was because the other did it. If the other didn't do it, he would have not done it. So, for example, this is bad. The question of moral is amazing. I had this other friend who he was selfish. He was very self-absorbed, and we were talking about how there was also a push that like, no, I'm nice. I'm helping my brother. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't count. You're helping your brother because it's your brother. It's like helping a stranger. You have a relationship with that person. It's not being helpful. It's not selflessness if you know the person. It's not selflessness if you can brag about it after, you know? So yeah, so when you think about it, morale, being a good person is so complex, right? And this is kind of crazy because Jason say, this is super insane because Jason says, for example, where he snitched on a person, so his boy wouldn't marry her, and because his boy didn't marry her, he was all good for breakdance competition. And this is a stupid example, but she was like, this is really a good example. So this made me laugh. This made me laugh a lot. This episode is called, okay, I already said the name. We have more of Tahani backstory. And this is super, super cool. What they do is, there's a, and this is it's an episode for Tahani. So Michael goes in and there's a catastrophe, which is the sinkhole is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So Tahani, what she does is, now this is a cool thing. We know why the sinkhole is getting bigger. It's because Eleanor and Jason doesn't belong there and they're doing some wrongful thing. We don't know if it's caused by Jason or by Eleanor or by the two of them together, right? And Michael leaves behind his computer. So Tahani goes into the computer and she's a ranking of the good people, like how much good thing people do, right? And she realized that she's very low on the list. So Tahani feels self-conscious, and she wants to do good. Now Tahani is different. You see what I just said about the guy wanted to help homeless people because the other guy did? Tahani wants to do good because her sister was always their favorite child. Her sister was always like, oh my god, what a prodigy. And Tahani, well, she's not that great, right? So she feels like underwhelmed, she feels like underloved, she feels underappreciated. That's what I'm looking for. So this is the reason why Tahani does all the things that she does. So although the action isn't isn't genuinely good, it's not genuinely bad. She doesn't come from a place where she's like, fuck this to prove that the best. She does things because deep down she feel like she needs to, which is a problem versus this is a self problem versus a problem for others. It's a self problem because it's coming from deep rooted issues. This is a way for her to cope. By being overly good, it's a way for her to cope, right? Versus being overly good to look good. This is different. If it's for coping, it's a defensive response. And a defensive response, probably better than an offensive response. Right? It makes you really think this show. This is amazing. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I didn't expect The Good Place to be such a good show to recap, but it's a really good show. So then Shidi is tired because he says, Eleanor, I'm seeing progress with you, but I'm supposed to be in heaven too. So this is amazing. This is really good. So Shidi tells Eleanor, like, listen, you're making progress, but I don't feel like I'm enjoying my afterlife. I don't feel like I'm enjoying paradise. See, the last episode is also important because you're basically putting Shidi with a mission, which is to rewrite a book, right? And he wants to rewrite the book. He wants to take time for himself. He deserves that time. So by Eleanor always taking time and always taking time and always taking time, Shidi is tired. There's also this case of why is he doing it, right? Does he feel like he's doing it for a purpose? Is there a reward for it? I'm not saying that you should do something for a reward, but I'm saying that if you're doing something, even if it's nice, and the person isn't grateful for what you're doing, what's the point? Do I think that Eleanor is ungrateful? No. Do I think that if she didn't meet Shidi, she would be as nice as Shidi as she is? No. I think there's a relationship here, sadly, of Shidi is the best person to help me, so I'll be nice to Shidi. And it isn't necessarily dishonest, but it's not genuine. But it's what I think. You got the backstory of Tahani. Let's say Tahani, and her sister. Her sister who was such a great person, and this is kind of nuts. This is nuts because, like I said, you realize that Tahani isn't really a bad person. Now, is she a bad person? Well, technically, I don't feel like she's a good person. Because it's always complex of superiority. It's like, I'm doing so much better than you. And even from the place of, I'm not trying to prove that I'm better than you, by constantly trying to prove yourself, you make other people feel like you're not doing enough, right? For example, right, if somebody, and this is kind of complex. I'm not saying that she is, but she kind of is though. If somebody comes in, right, and say, hey, you know what last week I went to Africa and I built some wells. Like, holy shit, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, right? But then you realize, like, oh my god, what have I done to help other people? I'm selfish. But then you realize, and this is very different, there's a level of normal kindness. You don't need to be super kind. A kind person isn't the person that's riddled with selflessness. In my opinion, she is the picture-perfect example of what a good person is. Why? Because he's helping Eleanor, but he still wants to have time for himself. He's stressed. He doesn't feel like he's enjoying his time. So yes, it's kind of shitty for Eleanor, but it's Shidi's personal choice. He is selfless, but he's also aware or hyper-aware that this is his life, this is his afterlife. He should be able to enjoy it a little bit. So in this case, I do think Shidi is right. Versus Tahani. And Tahani, when she's, you see, when Tahani, it's completely different. Tahani, she see that she's low on the score. And she knows the scoreboard for good deeds. And her first answer isn't to question herself, which would be the correct way. Okay, so what am I doing that doesn't make me a good person? What am I doing that I could be doing better? Oh shit, this is way too hot. I'm gonna close soon. This is gonna close soon. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing it like that for now. I have a plate of cold peas behind, and a plate of cold peas. What it's gonna give us? It's gonna give us some refreshness. Not some refreshness. I'm sorry. It's gonna cool down the phone. So instead of asking herself the question, she's like, okay, well, I need to do nicer. And because she feels like she needs to do nicer, then her being super nice isn't genuine. She's doing it because she feels like she's doing it, you know? She feels like she needs to do it, which at the same time, you know, it's not perfect. No one videos are possibly going to go inside. I had a couple of videos to do, and that's pretty much it. So Eleanor and Shitty goes into a big fight, and they're supposed to stay in. This is super cool. This is super cool because also, Shitty is in the position that he is in because he doesn't feel like Eleanor is his soulmate. So one of the biggest things that he was excited about is this, I'm gonna have this perfect life with my soulmate, and this is be good from now on. It only gets better. Using this without really have to explore about things. And he doesn't get that. Eleanor kind of took that from him. You know? Eleanor, as much as she is an adorable character, she's detriment to Shitty. She has a bunch of things that he lost. A soulmate, free time, paradise itself. And in this case, you kind of understand Shitty. However, I have to defend Eleanor a little bit. Eleanor didn't ask for help. She didn't ask. Well, she did. I'm sorry. But I have to stand up for Eleanor. Eleanor is a lot, but Shitty didn't establish clear boundaries. And this is his fault. By establishing clear boundary, for example, saying, listen, we're going to be working from this time to this time. The weekend I'm off. By not establishing boundaries, what ended up happening is in a position where you cannot say no to her because if you say no to her, she's going to be like, what the fuck? What the fork, man? I'm going to do the whole recap of The Good Place and not swear. Even this phone is hot and this phone is also hot. That is good. That is good. This is last episode, so good. I got one more video to do after that, and that's it. So this is actually pretty good. We get into a lot of fights, which is kind of insane. We got the best thing. We got the best thing. One of the person from The Good Place is, and this is amazing. One of the people from The Good Place, from the neighborhood house, got caught in a sinkhole. So they're living with Eleanor, and they're a couple counseling, and they go in and said, "Hey, I feel like you're hiding something." And Eleanor's like, "Oh my God, I'm not hiding anything." And then the guy says, "Not you, she is." And what you never noticed, and this is amazing, she, first of all, is hiding something, but also she can be feeling guilty because he can be feeling that even though what he's doing with Eleanor is good, can also, this is such a good show, such a smart show. And she could be feeling guilty that what he's doing with Eleanor, kind of lying to everybody else, is kind of unlawful, you know? So you could be feeling guilt. See, we're talking about, and this episode started with what? With a really good. It doesn't matter if you sacrifice a person to save 1,000 person, you still sacrifice somebody. So yes, he's doing it very good by teaching them that you deserve redemption to redeem yourself. At the same time, at what price, you know? Okay, next. So we see Tahani and her sister once again. It kind of sucks. This is super cool because Eleanor and Chidi have to act like the perfect couple, even though they're not. And this is just good because even pretending is bad. You're being disingenuine with other people. And you're doing it to protect Eleanor, but again, what does Chidi get from that? You know? Eleanor says at first, yeah, basic, which is super, super, super good. Yeah, complaining about the dishes. Eleanor is such a fantastic character. She's such a bitch, but I love Kristen Bell. She's like, those dishes, this is a magic place. I put the dishes in the sink, and when I wake up, they're already done. And she's like, yeah, I've been doing the dishes. And then instead of saying thank you, she's like, okay, well, why didn't you do those dishes? Eleanor is very demanding, and there's not a lot of rewards and be with her. I'm just gonna say. Good. Yeah, Tahani goes out, and because Tahani goes out, she gonna get messed by the system. This is super cool. In the second episode, we see a guy who's completely disfigured because of the glitches. Tahani starts to get disfigured. Tahani will actually admit to be every single day. Every single day, bro. It's okay. It's 824. It's 820. Then Tahani actually admits to watching the. This is typical. This is typical. Tahani admits to watching the file, which is honest. Eleanor says, okay, well, I'm going to make a concession, but I want us to be both happy, which is really, really good because this to me is better of a proof of kindness than what she's doing. She is willing to sacrifice his own happiness for Eleanor to be happy, and Eleanor isn't willing. I'm trying to find out if. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit la merde. We're not recording. God damn it. It's okay. Now we're recording. Now we're recording. So yeah, so Eleanor and he is right in the right here. Yeah. This is super cool. Michael gives shit to Tahani because, and at the same time, Michael is in such a cool position because Michael knows everybody's secret. He knows everybody's life, right? Just like and Jason does stuff. So he knows like Tahani did what she did. And he gives her shit and she's like, yeah, I saw the footage and I felt bad about it. I'm sorry to forget here. Oh yeah, we're seeing that the parents give everything to the sister because they're rich, right? And she gave everything to the sister. So this is kind of sad, right? Which is really cool. I want to see the webtoon. Give me a sec. I don't remember what he was starting. Shitty. At the end, we have Eleanor that does a really cool thing. She's like, listen, I'm going to give you this. And this is actually really cool. This is the episode, by the way. There's a cool thing missing, but listen. I got this that I have to watch. It makes a sound that I didn't even notice. Fuck's sakes. I got so much to do. And we are at 12%. Okay. So Eleanor gives Shitty a pass. So whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever you feel stressed, you can take this pass and you're good. So this is super cool. This is super cool because Shitty is grateful, and this is Eleanor making compromises with Shitty, which is important because so far she's not done a lot of them. There you go. So there you go. That's the review of season 1, episode 3 and 4. Love you guys. I gotta go. Take it easy. Be safe for watching, by the way. I love doing The Good Place. Don't link. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to Comtarshow. You guys are doing well. Having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2005. So to come to do a quick comeback on our recap of The Good Place. See, our recaps so far have been kind of nonsensical. We recap Bleach, we recap Tokyo Ghoul, we recap Lost, we recap Prison Break, we recap Trailer Park Boys, we recap Kenny vs. Penny, we recap Prison Break, I said Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Now we were recapping The Good Place, and I gotta say, The Good Place is possibly the most. I gotta check it here because I don't have a lot of batteries, and this is my last video anyway, so that's not a big deal. I gotta say, The Good Place is possibly the most rewarding recap that I've done. And it's funny because it really makes you think. And as a viewer, it did make me think a lot. But as a person that does a recap, analyze, this makes you think even more. What a good show. I'm so thankful because it's changing my way of doing things. It's changing my perception. You know, it's a call to moral, but it's a call also to being a better person. And this is good. You see, look at here. Low battery, it's hot. My neighbors is having mowing the lawn. The cars are loud. I could be getting pissed, but no. It's all part of life, right? It's just making me think so much about moral, about if I'm a good person or not. And for that, I'm super grateful. So, a lot of fun recapping The Good Place. A lot of fun. I didn't think. And at the same time, I didn't think, yeah. that this show was gonna be as rewarding. So this is super, super cool, and I have to say thank you. I really am grateful because, again, this is not a show that I want to recap. 7% shit. The only, the only reason, the only reason we're recapping it is because it's leaving Netflix, right? And I would have been so, I wouldn't even have been sad. I would have cared if I didn't recap The Good Place. But now that I'm doing it, I'm so grateful. Such a good show, such a good life lesson, and there's not a lot of video that I do that make me a good person, but this whole recap, this whole series will possibly make me a better person, and for that I'm grateful. So, hell yeah, I love this. I'm excited. I'm excited. This is the first time I've been excited for a recap in a while, so pretty big deal. And you see, now we're done. Everything is done. Everything is calm. We're in a good position. Battery is still shitty, but hey, that's life. Schnitzel. Don't blink, it's your brain. Welcome from Show. Doing well, having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2025. We're doing a lot of things today. This is a huge announcement. I'm so freaking happy. Oh, I don't have enough batteries. Shit. For fuck's sakes, dude. Fuck. I only need to do one more video. This is bullshit. %. It's charging. Holy good food. Boom. Okay. Ah. Let's take a quick shower. Ooh, let's take a quick shower. Nice. Today. Choo-doo-doo. Da-da-da. In your head. Ça fait des heures que je suis dessus. So come give me a hug. Playing a pimp. Tá bom. Tchu, 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 tchu. Tchu, tchu, tchu. Ooh, cash bonus. Cash bonus, Bibo. Cash bonus. Go take a shower. I need to take a shower. Oh my god, wait a second. I got an ID. You're hot. Option. Hell yeah, get your wave. Aha. Try to add nouveau. Tráquea! Baguette fechar. Tolles. We got the 8760 more. Okay, good. Okay, I need to go. Yush. Okay, what time is it? 9:14. Sheesh. Got time for a couple of things to do. But first of all, I got something fun. Okay. Oh, dude. Hungry. DSP year.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money.
Now this is a funny thing. So
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
what we're listening to right now.
I really need that money. Really need that money. Really that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the internet.
What is going on, guys? We are back with another DSP video. This time we are starting out our year in review for 2023. This year has been crazy and wild, so there's no way I could cover this in one video. So we're going to break this down month by month. Before we get into January 2023, I'll have to set the stage for you. The three major storylines from the previous year that will influence 2023. First, back in November 2022, DSP got member bombed by Team Ico Gaming and Emil, resulting in over 1,000 memberships.
Year.
The other side of this is obviously the members. I mean, holy
My
crap.
library.
We went from under
Yeah.
500 members to 1,032 members. Now, obviously, you have to give credit where credit is due. All right. Team Ico Gamer in the past few days has come by the streams and consciously been doing all he can to support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much to Team Ico Gamer, who gifted like ridiculous amounts of memberships to the channel. You know, we jumped 500 members within just a few short days, which is absolutely excellent. Okay. No one is rating. It's the stupid view box from the other day. Just ignore it, because people are like, "Oh, your views are going up." And stuff. Just ignore it. This is the same idiot who was here.
Oh my god, there's gonna be so much videos.
You can't do anything about it on YouTube when people do it. You just gotta say, they did the same thing the other day, and then they went away. Same thing, they sub-botted the channel, and then all the sub-bots went away.
See how much we have?
And went back down to, we were at like 219,000 subs, and went back down to the 200K it's supposed to be at. You just ignore it. You can't affect it. You don't let the nonsense and drama ignore it. We know it's nonsense. You just ignore the bullshit, okay? Hallelujah, the money's coming in. Hallelujah. Money, yeah, yeah.
Money, yeah, yeah.
Oh, money, yeah, yeah. Money, yeah, yeah. Money, oh, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory.
OPQRS.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money,
Yeah.
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
Fuck, you won't allow me to.
Really need that money. Really need that money. Really that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil.
So what we're listening to right now is actually special because
My bills, the electric bill, the internet bill.
what we're watching right now is actually very, very special because this video doesn't exist anymore. So this is a video from YouTube, and it was taken down. So this doesn't exist anymore. However, I had a copy because I was listening to it at work. So we'll be watching this the whole day because I think my laptop isn't working. And of course, X-Player is not working. Please work. Okay, you're working. We'll be using X-Player. The way we can watch that 1.5 times the speed. DSP. Yeah, well, it will lag for a couple minutes because there's so many songs. See? But yeah, so the original file doesn't exist anymore, which is crazy. DSP. Genmarch.
Just a fucking athletic.
July.
Of course, they get the ball back, which is complete bullshit. The music's great. Stop him! No! Stop him! Are you shitting me? Come on, you fucking little shits.
Yes, good.
Stop him! Oh my god. Terrible. From King Gabriel, happy Saturday. I'm enjoying your marathon. I'm pumped for the Super Bowl. Who do you want to win or do you not care? Are you sure the team is supposed to win every single year? I actually have no clue what team is even supposed to be the favorite team this year. I followed nothing whatsoever of American football at all, so I literally don't know. You know, I'd probably say Eagles only because that's like East Coast, where I used to come from. The Kansas City Chiefs don't come from the West Coast, so I don't really care. So maybe the Eagles. I don't know. I really don't care. Oh shit! I missed. I was controlling the guy and I went flat down instead of
You don't have the computer
to
today.
score. Yeah, he's gonna score. Oh, he got wow! He caught his foot. Did you see that?
I'm gonna focus on
He
that.
caught the tip of his foot. Quarterback sneak! Quarterback sneak! I have no idea how to throw the ball. I tried. I know how to throw it. Beat passes. Interception! Shit! I know what I was doing. Oh my god. Yes! I stopped it myself. That was great.
That was
Basic
great.
gameplay. It's basic. It's basically as much as my mind can handle. It's very basic. What? He wasn't even near it. I passed over him, and it claims he intercepted. It didn't make any sense. That made zero sense at all. He wasn't even near the fucking ball. What? This game's full of shit now. What the fuck? The game claims that was only a 3-second play. 3 seconds, really? You think that was 3 seconds, huh? It was like 17 seconds. For some reason, the clock ends after every single play. I don't know why. We're playing against Cleveland. They're not the Indians anymore, right? That's racially offensive. So what are they called now? What are they? The Cleveland Flints? The Cleveland Flintstones or something? Flintstones vitamins? They're still the Cleveland Browns? Oh, okay. Cleveland Indians is the baseball team, I see. Well, I completely fucked up. First play, interception. Now that's fucking bullshit. Are you out of your mind? How are you gonna tell me that? You fucking caught it anyway. Complete nonsense. What? Fuck this game. This game is fucking bullshit. They're cheating already. What? What? He was already on his face. How the fuck did he stop me? This is getting stupid now. What the fuck? Nice defense, you stupid morons. Great line. What? What? There's no one to throw to. I don't know how you would like stop the. What do you do if there's no one to throw to? It's an NES game. You can't put a knee down. So I have no clue what to do. I'm like slow as shit now. You notice that? How slow I am? I can't even like do anything fast. I'm just slow as fuck. All my characters. Touchdown. Finally scored. Even though they like have 4 touchdowns on me.
No, it's stupid to do a video that's been taken down.
Jesus.
Absolutely. However,
What happened?
our game has been running for an
I don't know
hour.
what happened. I don't know what
We'll
they
like
expected
quick
me
time
to do
after
there.
5 minutes, so we're good.
If they blocked it, I have no control over that, right? This is a classic NES case of a game that starts off fun and immediately it gets insanely difficult on the second fucking part. It's not fun anymore. What the fuck? Look, no one can catch this guy, right? Look, no one. No, we can't catch him. Look, like literally no one can catch him. What a piece of shit game.
Ah, shit.
Okay, that's Sentinel Ball. I hope you guys like it. It's a piece of shit. No, really, it's outdated as fuck. It's not very good. It starts off fun, and then immediately now, oh, you can't complete anything. All your characters are slower than theirs, right? No one's ever open. You can't catch anyone. It's a second match. It's a second fucking match. How are they so powerful on the second match of the game? Because the game is broken. It's a shitty NES game. It's broken as hell. That's all the games were back then. The sports games, by the way. Sports games suck ass. That's why I never really played sports games back then. I didn't care about them. They really do suck. Yeah, they're bad. So, yeah, pretty shitty. Honestly, pretty shitty game. It's classic music and everything, but the gameplay is so basic. There's nothing complex about it. It's either you have a chance or you don't. At the second match, you really don't have a chance. What it likely is there's like a way to exploit it and cheat it. Just like all the classic NES games, use this technique over and over and exploit it, and the computer's too stupid to know what to do or whatever, right? Like that's probably what it is. You do a pattern, you probably win every match, but this is the first time I ever played it. Probably the last time I'll ever play it. So not a very fair game, just like most NES games from back in the day. It's not terrible, but again, I was into sports, so I don't know the nuances of it, nor do I really care. That's Tecmo Bowl in a nutshell. Oh! It kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Well, that was February 2023. Our next stop is March 2023, and what a month that was.
My gin is gone.
Might as well just play some champions. Can get no lose it all. But even if I could, there would be one stop. Put my stream up on your phone. I remind you that it's time to live. It's time to live. The gym's all gone, I don't know why. Can get no sleep at all.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back for another DSP video, and today we are looking at March 2023 in the DSP
It's
verse.
a shame because this guy's
So far,
channel is
DSP has been
really
trying to
good.
look more professional. He added a ring light, color changing lights, a new camera, and
He put in
artwork in
so
the
much work
background.
into this.
When we last saw
Very,
DSP, he said he was
creative.
not going to be interviewed, but left the door open. Keemstar in this month went from a background player to the front lines. This month, DSP rage quit Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Just like every year, he was getting destroyed and his ego was getting crushed. He would, in DSP fashion, blame the devs for ruining the game.
I injected the healing. It did nothing. I just died anyway. As if I never injected the healing. It took no effect. There's totally no lag or anything, guys. It's fine. Great connection. Best player on my team, by the way. Hilarious. I saw him. I knew where he was. I set up. I go to fire. You're just instantly dead. Fuck this game. I'm not playing it no more. It sucks. Alright, guys. Sorry the game sucks. I'm done playing it. Alright, fuck this. Seriously, it's a waste of everyone's time. It's boring. It's boring. It doesn't work right. It's fucking garbage. This season 2 just ruined the game, so I'm not playing it anymore. I'm completely done with it. Seriously, and it sucks because I wanted to have something to break up my chill late night streams with. I don't have anything to break it up with. I can't play old school Street Fighter because there's no way to play it without insane lag, and that game's dog shit now. So I literally have nothing to play at night besides chill late night streams. So I guess we're alternating chill, and maybe every once in a while, like tonight, we'll just do some chill Q&A or whatever. But I'm not wasting my time with a broken ass fucking boring game like that. It's just stupid. Like completely. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Completely wasted everyone's time. There's no fun to be had there.
Another game that DSP rage quit was Hogwarts Legacy. He was so excited for this game, even buying a hat and a scarf for tip rewards. However, just like almost every game this year, it was a bust. This is the year that the big games were not bringing out the A1 views. You would notice that people started giving less and less. No one cared anymore, and we all know how DSP feels about games is dependent on support.
Ready your ones. The punch has only
No window.
I'll fight my ass.
And I can see you there.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Hogwarts Legacy is a great game. It really, really takes the world of the wizarding world, I should say, into an interactive gameplay environment. It builds a beautiful world with tons of content, great story, and some fun gameplay. It definitely flounders in the last third. The last third is probably the worst part, because at that point, it unlocks the final part of the map that you don't need to do anything there. You don't want to keep doing the same kind of grindy open world side content, but as you just saw, you can easily be at the end of the game, and then there's new content that opens that they want you to have higher level, but the only way to do it is basically to do the grindy content that's not fun. So it does flounder in the end. Overall, great game. I had a ton of fun the last month and a half playing this with you guys. Thank you to everyone who tuned in for all of these streams, for everyone who supported the streams, for everyone who watched on demand on YouTube. Everyone, you guys were awesome during this playthrough. I had a great time. Even after, I'm not even kidding, 2 weeks I've been playing it, people didn't care. They were like, can you do something else? But I was like, nah, I want to give enough effort to at least finish, the main plot. And even as long as it is, basically as interest is waning. Look at this. When we started with this game, I was getting 500-600 views a stream. Today we barely had 200. People don't, you get burned out on stuff when it's so lengthy. I do feel like it was too long, too much grindy style side content. It should have been paced a little better, and definitely should have had some better combat. I do feel like the combat is good, but after you get to that halfway point, once you essentially unlock the best offensive spells, it's very repetitive and boring, in my opinion. The combat becomes a grind. Every time you fight a troll, it's like, I really have to fight this troll for 5 minutes. It's the same thing. I've already fought this troll 100 times before. Yeah, the combat, probably the biggest shortcoming. Outside of that, still a great game, still a great playthrough. Thank you all. If anyone is interested in a post-game stream someday, maybe like a 2-hour late night stream, to see if we can wrap up some of those quests, let me know. In the meantime, though, this game is retired from the main gameplay streams. I hope that you enjoyed the playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. I thank you all.
Also this year, DSP started getting angry when people making fun of him, raging, and wanting to be taken seriously. A game that brought out the worst in DSP was Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. He would struggle before finding a guide and build, / people telling him what to do. He rage quit the game on day 1, mostly because of no support. He would then hold Wo Long hostage, saying that people better support, otherwise he's not going to continue. This would be an ongoing method to squeeze out money of his fans.
It's a tough decision. Now, when I played Wo Long yesterday, people showed up in droves, engaged with the content, supported for the most part. I did notice the last hour, everyone disengaged again. And it was like, again? This is so weird that people want to see this ultra difficult game, but they can never stick around, or they can't even pay attention to it. The last hour, literally, no one in the chat was talking about the game again. And it's like, so do you really want it or not? But the funny part was, people showed up, they supported. We had tons of new members yesterday. We had a bunch of super chats yesterday. We had a bunch of tips yesterday. People were saying, we want to see this content. Please tell through it. So to me, that's like, I don't know. That's a mixed message. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys I'm not enjoying the game. I'm just not. Every time I play it, it's more pathetic. So, I mean, just for perspective here, okay? The final part of my stream yesterday, I'm on a stage. There's an enemy that literally vanishes and then reappears because of draw distance in the game. They're not far away. They're not even far away. The draw distance in the game is pathetic. The enemies disappear and reappear. Then the enemy got stuck and started spinning in place like a top. I was like, what the hell? The last boss I fought yesterday, it's a big beast. It has 2 big hooves that slam down. Here's the
last
hoof.
part of
this is the hoof. This is you over here. The hoof steps here and you get hit over here. What? The game is bad. I'm sorry, the more I play it, the less I like it. I just realized it really is a pathetic attempt to try to copy a game like Sekiro, and it just gets worse and worse the further in you get. So, sorry, I don't like it. And, if you want me to talk through it, I will, but people need to speak up. I'm hoping that there's going to be people who will continue to show up, engage and support in this playthrough. Let me put it this way. If I play this again on Sunday, and we've got significantly decreased views, significantly decreased engagement, and way less support, I'm going to stop playing it anymore. Because that's really the only reason I'm doing it is because you guys are telling me to do your actions you want. That's literally it, okay? And I've had enough of games that are ultra difficult for the sake of being ultra difficult. I just don't enjoy them that much anymore. Maybe FromSoft is the exception. But as I told you guys in that special vlog earlier this week, I'm getting older. I want to focus in on games that I like. Because those are the best experiences overall.
This would be the last month that DSP would have the whales known as the Dutch Brothers because of a joke he says next month. He received his last care package that DSP would use in future content. We'd also fake cry when hearing about the passing of the Dutch Brothers cat. DSP would, of course, make it all about himself.
Ronnie says, may the Dutch Brothers may... What? Oh, no, Ronnie, you have sad news about your pet cat? Oh, no. I mean, Ronnie, you can say whatever you want in the chat. That's fine if you want to announce it, but that's sad, man. It sounds like there's going to be a sad story about a pet cat, and that's going to be a downer, but it is what it is. We're here for you, man. Oh, man. Both his big cats, Blade and Palua, have passed away in the last year. That's really sad. It's as I've said, and a lot of people don't understand it if they've never had a pet, or, a pet that's like a really social member of the family. Because you can have a pet, and it's like a bird in a cage, or...
We're back to some nature. We're back to some nature corn.
C'est hybride. I played this. Tired of.
Le gouvernement est sans crise de ta fierté québécoise. À chaque premier dimanche du mois, on avait accès à des musées gratuitement. Maintenant, on doit débourser pour une famille complète pour y aller. Nous autres, on est 4 enfants, 2 adultes, ce qui équivaut au-dessus de 100 $ pour visiter ce que représentait la fierté québécoise. Maintenant, les enfants, c'est gratuit, 17 ans et moins, oui. Mais est-ce que je vais envoyer mon enfant de 6 ans aller explorer ce que veut dire l'histoire du Québec quand il y a des adultes qui ont de la misère à comprendre ce que veut dire non? Le gouvernement...
hamster. And even then, you get a really close emotional attachment. But I feel like when you have like a cat or a dog, like that becomes like a member of the family. Like, I mean, I know some people make fun of me for saying this. I really think of Jasper as kind of like my son. Obviously, he's not a human, but I think of him like that. Like, you know, I get to take care of him, and you know, there's that loving relationship that you have. Now, look, I'm tearing up every time I say this. I tear up because then I start thinking about the ones that I've lost. You know, but it's true. If you keep their memory alive by thinking about everything they ever did to make you a better person, then you know what I mean. Their memory will never be lost, and they'll always be with you. You know, I'm gonna cry. God damn it, happens every time. Like literally like clockwork. This happens every single time I bring it up. I'm such a damn softie. I know. It's like it really is like a command response. I think about, you know, my doctor, well not my doctor, my great uncle. You know, I think about my friend T. And I think about some of the pets that I've lost when I was younger, you know? And it hits you. I just stop being a sissy on the stream and I can finish my show. So.
And we're back. Trying to make love, so come give me a hug. You can find me in the club. Bottle full of hood. Mama got what she need. Said a hug. I got a couple videos to make. I don't love them though. To have a second, trying to make a love. Come give me a hug. Oh, you unplug yourself, you little bit of a bad boy. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because we move to having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2025. Today we are, of course, doing something that is kind of different. Shit. I just realized that we lost a delicious meal. Fuck. The bad news. Oh, come on, Ink. That really sucks. Gosh, fuck, I love this. I'm so sorry, guys. Today we're doing a video for the gaming channel. So this is one of the biggest video that I have done in a while. It is a huge announcement for the gaming channel. I'm gonna be quite confusing because today is the 18th September 2025, and we're doing a video for the October. So what are we doing? We're announcing our first marathon. Now, right when I say first marathon, it's kind of complex because it is not true. The very first marathon we did was South Park. We played 2 games, but there are 22 hours in total, so it's not a marathon in my opinion. What is also a marathon we did was Walking Dead Telltale. Now, technically speaking, The Walking Dead Telltale is a marathon because we played the 4 seasons in a row. However, we only played 1 game, so we got the same DVD and it's season after season after season after season. Now, here is the fun thing. We're doing our first marathon, and it is for Halloween. So every single year for Halloween, I like to do a little bit of a scare fest. Now, this one is kind of insane. It is 9 games. No, it's 10 games. This is exciting. We're announcing our Halloween marathon, right? So before we start with it,
Sorry about that. Myself here for a second.
Oh.
I received a care package yesterday from the Dutch Brothers. Alright, so first of all,
You get that?
they did send the care package, and one of the things they
The
included, yes,
phone is
ladies
too
and gentlemen,
hot, and my song started playing. My song started to play. Go figure. Of course, we broke the computer by doing that. Today, this is bad. The charging phone. I seem like I'm in a mess, but listen, this is one of my favorite videos today. So before we start, why are we announcing a playthrough that we're gonna do in October right now? Because the playthrough starts right now. Today we're gonna be playing Resident Evil. Now this is super cool because the real reason why I'm playing this is I wanted to start doing marathon because we took a break from streaming and now I am not playing a single game. I wanted to start playing marathon, which is basically game after game after game because I really want to delve into the story. My problem is I won't stream like I will not stream. I'll stream for like 3 weeks, a month. I'll take a 2 weeks break. I'll stream again a lot, and then I'll take a break. So the one I want to do is a game called Atelier Risa. So this is a game we played during the pandemic, and it was a really good game, which led me to buy Atelier Risa number 2. Now, there's also Atelier Risa number 3. Now, here's the problem. I don't know when I'm going to receive it, and this is going to be super important playthrough because I was cleaning the apartment yesterday, and I realized there's one, and the second one is also in French. So this would be my first French playthrough, which is kind of like a big deal, a super big deal actually. So I'm excited to do this, but I don't have the third game. Now the third game is a very old game, so it's gonna be tough to get. It cost me a lot, but we did buy it. It's gonna come the 10th of October. Now, of course, I will not be able to play. Well, today is the 18th, right? So we have 13 days comparing today, and we have a minimum of 23 days before we get the third game. Can I play those two games in 23 days? I believe so. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the Halloween marathon a bit earlier, and we're gonna be playing. So here is, and then when we get the third game, we'll play this. But the goal is to play the whole. I got the whole Resident Evil saga. So this is super cool as the first marathon, because this is my really first marathon. So long story short, what ended up happening was it was during the pandemic once again. I think it was the beginning as I was streaming. I'm not too sure. So what I did end up doing is, are you recording? Yes, I'm recording. Good. Always going to make sure that you're recording. So I started playing the game, right? And it was a really good game. So during the pandemic, we buy the fifth Resident Evil, no, the sixth one, I'm sorry, which I didn't like. So I go in and I buy the second one and I buy the third one, remake, and I fall in love with these games. So right away, what we do is we buy every single game. So on the marathon, we got Resident Evil Origin Collection. So it's Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1. I am missing one game though. We're missing Resident Evil Code Veronica. We don't have that. I have Resident Evil number 2. Now this one is special because we get to play as Leon and as Claire. We're gonna do both playthrough in a row, which is kind of cool. We got Resident Evil number 3. We're gonna be playing as, this is normal. I'm excited. We're gonna be exploring Resistance. The reason as to why is I really want to dive into the world of Resident Evil, because I gotta be honest. Honestly, I played the second one, I played the third one, I played the fourth one, I played the seventh one, and the eighth one. 5 and 6 I didn't touch, 0 and 1 I didn't touch. But Resident Evil 5, and I know what you're saying, dude, you don't have Resident Evil 4. I do have Resident Evil 4, and it is the best Resident Evil in my opinion. However, we have it in a digital copy. So, it's going to be a really cool thing to do. I'm going to be playing in a row the Resident Evil 4, and I'm going to be playing, right after that, I'm going to be playing Resident Evil 4 Remake. I think we have the GameCube version for PS3, but I'm not too sure. I'm going to close this because this is disgusting. So this was a patty, a meat patty, but we waited too long and now it's not good anymore. So we have to throw it away. However, I'm going to be using it for cooling down the phone, and it's going to do the job, right? And it's disgusting, but it takes what it takes, and if it takes what it takes what it takes. So we are playing the two versions of this. We got Resident Evil 5, which I never played. Resident Evil 6, which I never freaking played. We got Resident Evil 7. Now the 7 I'm actually really excited because, first of all, you got Bad Footage 1, 2, you got End of Zoe, we got Not a Hero. We did play all of those DLC. We'll replay them. This is pretty good. And lastly, we got the 8th game, which is Village. Village I played twice. I'm not gonna be playing Requiem because Requiem comes out later on and it's on PS5. But I'm gonna be playing all of these games, so I'm super excited. It's gonna be my first, my very first marathon, which is that big, and it's gonna be. It was supposed to be the whole month of October, but this will take me 40 days, 50 days. So I'm super excited. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to our show. Okay, so doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this glorious 18 September 2025. Today we're doing a movie review. The movie review is Akimbo with Daniel Radcliffe. Now, you guys know that I was born in the 90s, so to me, Daniel Radcliffe will always be Harry Potter. There's two roles that he did that I'm really aware of, which is Orn, and I don't remember the name. Well, Orn is one of them. So I was watching. Okay, so the exact truth is we lost our computer today. You see this? This is stuck. This is stuck in there. the place where you charge the computer is broken. So because it's broken, I can't charge the computer. So we went to Tubi, and Tubi there's a lot of movies. And why Tubi? Because I can watch it on the computer. I can watch it on the TV. All 4 of my devices are used for the tower. I don't want to be using them too much. Now, Akimbo. What I think about Akimbo? Akimbo surprisingly was really, really good. I didn't have expectations. So Akimbo is basically about a game. It somehow reminded me of Wanted. It's about a game where it's to the death, right? It is the Darknet game where you guys kill each other, and basically the character of Daniel Radcliffe is super cool because he kind of have a shitty life, but then he becomes like a troll, and he becomes a troll to kind of balance his shitty life. Now, the coolest thing about Daniel Radcliffe's character is that he becomes like he trolls the wrong person, and he becomes a player in the Akimbo game. So he has 2 guns. Now the cool thing with the 2 guns is he has a number of bullets. You cannot recharge them. So then it's funny, the guy is in literal bedroll, bathrobe, sorry. Bedroll? Yeah, it's for the bedroll. He's literally going to see the police. They tell him, hey, put the guns down. And the guns, they're nails in his hand. He cannot put them down, so it's really funny. The movie is funny, there's also dark, there's a lot of swearing, which is cool. And the game is amazing. Daniel ends up trying to survive the game without killing, but then you realize he doesn't have a choice because people are literally going at him. And it's cool because you learn that his whole life is pointless. He realizes that his life was kind of pointless, so he goes in and it's like, yo, phone is too hot. God damn it. I got 10 minutes left. I got 10 minutes left. God damn it. Bonjour. Ça va bien?
Hein?
Ça va bien?
Oui, ça va bien.
Good, good, good. Fait chaud, hein?
Oui. Tu vas cégep maintenant?
Non, mais ça commence bientôt.
Hein?
Ça commence bientôt.
Ah, pas encore?
Pas encore, non, non, non. Peut-être février, mars.
Février, mars.
C'est pas cégep, c'est course professionnelle.
Cours spécialisé.
Oui, spécialisé. Plombier, électricien. C'est pas cégep, c'est juste un cours pour le travail. Ça va bien? Fait chaud. Mais c'est bien maintenant, c'est bien. C'est bien.
Bonne journée.
Toi aussi, merci beaucoup. Okay, Resident Evil, that's good. We got health regen. Okay, perfect. Okay. Don't Link is your Wayne. Welcome to our show. Everything well, having a wonderful day. I am so sorry. Here's part 2 of our I Can Go with Daniel Radcliffe review. What happened? The phone overheated, and because the phone overheated, the camera closed, which is my fault because you see this is super warm, and it does overheat the phone. So lastly, I was saying that the beautiful part of the movie is Daniel realized that his life is kind of pointless. So he started being like a badass and started saying fuck people. He really started being the person that he's supposed to be. And why is that cool? Because you do feel that with the character of Daniel. It's not a tragic character. It's not like, oh my god, anti-hero. But you realize that his life is really, really shitty. And that's why he's trolling. So yes, is trolling the best way to do it? No. Gets him in trouble. The ending is super cool. There's supposed to be this crazy girl that's always following him to kill him. And then you realize, like, you don't really want to kill. You're a prisoner of the game just like I am. So guess what? Let's go together and kill the final guy. And it's a really good movie. It's not my favorite movie, but I was surprised. See, like I said, my computer is broken. Because my computer is broken, I'm not able to watch what I want to watch. And we're stuck on Tubi, which has some great movie, but has some shitty movies. So I didn't know what to expect. Was pleasantly surprised. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Dom Link is Wayne. Welcome to Antonia Show. I'm doing well because having a wonderful day on this glorious 18th September 2025. I got a bad news for you guys. This is a behind the scene, by the way. I will not have the computer until tomorrow. So what happened is my phone, the computer fell. And because the computer fell, the thing for charging got stuck in there. I'm gonna go to my father's house and I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna try to repair it. But ultimately speaking, we don't have a computer today. I got some good news. I have a second laptop and it's as good. There was no reason to change it, to be honest. So because we have a second laptop, we'll be able to use it. However, there's no batteries. So we did order a thing to charge it for tomorrow. And it will come tomorrow. For today, no computer. I am so sorry. Forget about Good Place. Forget about A Chris on Dober. We're just gonna be chilling, watching movies. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't Link is your Blaine. Welcome to our show. And we're having a wonderful day on this 18th September 2025. As you guys know, we are starting today our marathon of Resident Evil, baby. All 10 game of it. But the very first we have to play is Resident Evil Origin Collection. So as you can see, we never ever played that game. I told you my history with Resident Evil, which is basically the second one, the third one, the fourth, the seventh, the eighth. So we're gonna open it. Now, Origin Collection, I don't have every single game except Code Veronica. So what does it include? It includes a game. There's nothing else in there, which kind of sucks, but hey. The French game. This is super freaking cool. Look at this. We got Resident Evil. Investigate the mansion at the heart of a series of murder. Cover the horror within. And we got to go back to the beginning of the story and witness the first glimpse of the evil to come and Resident Evil 0. So there you go. We have our very first game. Of course, we're going to be playing Resident Evil first, as Resident Evil 0 first, and then Resident Evil. Then we should be able to finish it today. So then we'll be switching to Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is amazing. Once again, I know it's supposed to be a playthrough for October, but I want to play these games, the 3 games, because this is my first French playthrough. So this is important to me. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Let the nightmare begin. Okay, so now we're going to go to my father's house. Okay. Oh yeah, hungry. This is my father's house. So I'm gonna leave you guys to my father's house. What? So good night, sword. Good night, shield. As for crown and resistance, you guys are still gonna work. So now. Yeah.
This is called acid. Wait, there you go. It's that simple. That's my answer. You believe it or not, I don't care. But that's my honest answer. Okay?
So he would be the last of his bloodline. However, he did recently say that his wife had to convince him to get Jasper, indicating that she had a baby fever, and he tried to stop her from watching the kid. But would a DSP year be without a Karen rant? And we got one early this year, as he would go on about a delivery driver not understanding English, among other stuff.
Okay, so we order some food, and basically, when we order food, we order from a delivery service, and there's various different ones that we've used over the years. And every delivery service that we use, okay, every delivery service that we use, all right, we always give very detailed instructions on how to deliver the food because we live in a private community, all right? So before I continue with my story, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to start a new segment here on Level 1 Podcast called, me clicking the wrong thing, called Old Man Yells at Cloud segment. We're an old man, I'm 40 years old now, and I'm starting to get ornery, I'm starting to get upset at the world. I get very upset sometimes when I tell you guys about how things are negatively affected in life by people who basically don't know how to do their job, people who don't use their brains, people who basically just coast through life. I've talked about this many times before. So, yesterday we ordered food. It's from a restaurant, and this restaurant's a little bit further away than a normal restaurant we would order from. So already, instead of being like maybe a 30-minute wait to get our food, it's going to be like, an hour wait. We order from the place, but we know it takes a while because the food is fresh, they're going to make it, and it's a little bit further away, so they're going to take a little longer to drive it here. All right? So we order the food. Every time that we order food, we make sure that there's instructions in the delivery service that says, FYI, if you want to get in, you must go to the front gate, which is accessed by this particular road, all right? And you have to go to the call box. You have to enter in this certain thing, and then the call box will allow you access. And I even say in the instructions, our particular unit is all the way in the back, so just drive to the back, and I even give specific instructions on how to get to the front door, all right? Like, probably the most detailed instructions you can have. If you read the instructions and put 10 seconds of effort into your job, there's no way you could possibly screw this up and not deliver the food. All right. So once again, I'm putting this up because yes, I know a lot of you are going to say I'm being a Karen or I'm being an old fart. I'm angry at someone for not doing their job. You're absolutely right. So here's what happens. Okay. We wait and we wait and we wait. And this guy is taking forever to deliver the food. And we're like, this is like ridiculous. We're starving. Okay. So it got to the point where I stopped tracking. I was like, this guy's taking it forever. So you know what they say? The wash pot never boils, right? So I have my phone here with me. So if the guy happens to contact me and say he can't get in or he can't give us food, I'll at least have it here with me. I'll be able to answer. But instead, I'm going to put the phone down. I'm just going to watch Cat play some Fallout. So that's exactly what we did. Okay. All of a sudden, I get a notification, your food's delivered. Okay? Oh, cool. I jump up off the couch, I run to the front door, I open the door, there's no food. Huh? So now, wait a minute. So I go back to my phone, because what happens is when they deliver food, they're supposed to leave a picture, okay? So I say, all right, so let's see where the food is. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, that's really small. I present to you the picture that was presented to me, all right? This is the food that we had ordered, and here it is delivered about, I'd argue, almost a full hour after we had ordered it, all right? Because the guy kind of took a long time to deliver the food. Now, here it is. Okay, so here's the food. Now, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, that's not my door, and we don't have a planter. So where did this person leave the food, right? So we're hungry, all right? And I'm like, honey, I'm going to find the food, all right? I grab a flashlight. It's like 6:30 p.m., so it's dark outside, okay? I grab a flashlight. I grab my cell phone. So I've got this picture on my cell phone, and I'm walking around our private neighborhood with a flashlight, going door to door, looking at everyone's front door, looking for the food. Okay, for clarification purposes, there's 4 to 5 rows of homes. Each row has 6 to 7 homes in it. So basically, I was looking at about 50 different houses trying to figure out where the food was. Okay, so I run outside. I'm in the dark, run around the neighborhood with the flashlight. My neighbors are looking out the window like, is there a prowler out there? Like, who is that running around the neighborhood with a flashlight, right? They don't know what's going on. So Luckily for me, no one called cops. Not that it would matter. Obviously, I live here. It's not a big deal. So I go all the way to the front. First thing I think is, maybe this guy is so lazy, he didn't read the instructions. Maybe he happened to get in and he just dropped it at the first doorstep. So I start going from house to house looking for the food. All right? And it's not at any of them. Man, no one has this planter. Right? No, it doesn't look like this at anyone's house. So I start to get halfway through our neighborhood, and I realize something. It dawned on me. All right? There's a big red flag sticking out in this photo that made a realization to me. All right? So you look at this. Here's the realization. Look at the food and look what it's sitting on. It's sitting on a wooden deck. Okay? No one here has a wooden deck. Everyone's house has a concrete
Oh là là, fatigué. Salut. Comment tu vas? Salut, ça va? Ça va, merci. Super bien, merci. Shut the hell up. Ah. Sorry guys. Ended up closing the phone, my mistake. Salut. Ah, let's go baby, let's go. J'ai envie de danser, de chanter.